If you're going to be working from home for a prolonged period of time, your home environment is super important. And we've put together a few tips on what are the most important factors to making your home office as conducive to productivity as possible. 1, lighting. Lighting is massively underrated. Lighting is a biologically ingrained cue to our human bodies that it's time to wake up and get going and start our day. And this is particularly important for those people living in more northern climates where the days might be shorter and you might be starting your day when it's still kind of dark outside. Lighting is super, super important, not only from a biological perspective, but also from a vision perspective. A lot of us, at least, are spending our days looking at computer screens that are very close to our faces. And if we don't have good lighting surrounding that, it only makes it that much more difficult. Do yourself a favor and get on top of your lighting game. Number 2, a supportive chair. Now, this is a total no-brainer, and I'm sure even a child would tell you that a chair is important if you're going to be sitting all day. It doesn't have to be like a super ergonomic, expensive, whatnot. It just has to give you enough lumbar support, essentially. Side note, what's with office chairs and having like the little rollies and the swivels? Clearly not necessary to be able to work, but yet every single office chair is going to have the rollies and the swivels. Personally, I find it just distracting. I end up just like rolling and swiveling all day instead of actually paying attention to the work at hand. Am I the only one? Number 3, a tabletop that is at an adequate level for you. So this again is super personal, and it involves having a tabletop height that's conducive to you. Other solutions, if you don't have a higher tabletop, you can also use one of those laptop stands to raise your computer and get an external keyboard to write naturally. And another great solution is a standing table, or working at a ledge or a kitchen counter or even a bookshelf, where the main goal is just not to be hunched over all day. You might be fine with it in the short term, but after a while, that stress really does build up and will wreak havoc on your back and your comfort and ultimately your productivity. Number 4, the floor. Yes, floor. I bet you weren't expecting this one, but the flooring is actually super important, and here's why. When we go physically to an office environment, we have many different sensory inputs telling us that we're in the office. We have the lighting that we mentioned. We have the sounds of an office or like a cafe or wherever you used to work. You would also have different flooring under your feet. So be that bringing in like a little mat, like a welcome mat, like a slightly larger welcome mat that you can get in like hardware stores. It could be one of those plastic under chair things that you can roll on and that save your floors from the rolly things. Damn rolly things. The point is just to have it different to what your regular rest of your home is, because that will be that sensory input that you are at work. It will help you get in the zone. And the added bonus is that when you leave work, it will also feel under your feet like you have left your work zone. So it will help you unplug. 5, plants. Of course, what would a work from home office space be without plants? And there's a reason for it. A UK study found that productivity could be increased by 15% just by adding plants. So why wouldn't you do that? You literally have better air quality when you have plants around. We are more relaxed and at ease when we have plants around us. So there you have it, 5 very specific tips on making your home office as productive as possible in really simple, basic ways. Hope this helped, and if we missed anything, or if you have a very particularly interesting tip on improving your home office, leave it in a comment below. We'd love to see it. Until next time.